Hello, hello, 7 and 8. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed our little break from the books. Last time I asked you guys to watch a movie that's called Sustainable Nation. It's on YouTube, so it's easy to catch. And yeah, a bunch of questions just to see what do you guys feel about the movie and touch about key points. Today we'll go back to our book, Israel It's Complicated. Okay, we start with the top. We're going to cover 4 pages. Okay, so we're talking about 26, 27, 28, and 29. These are the pages that we're going to work with. This video is going to be short, but you'll need to listen to the instructions carefully because I want you to follow exactly my assignments. So we're going to start with page 26, which reveals to us the Arab culture. Okay. Now, at the top of the page, you'll find some Arabic word that are being used on a day-to-day in Israel. If you heard me and Mr. Sigler talk, we say all the time words like yalla yalla or habibi or what else do they have here? Wala or any of those. Ahlan wa sahlan. Hello, how are you? How do you do? Or hello, welcome. Akhla, which means cool, translate great or cool, and so on and so on. Um, read the page. It's not very complicated. And what I want you to do, the assignment that you have there at the near the bottom of the page, have a chat. You guys need to create a conversation between two people. Now, before you rush into writing it in the book, I want you to write this on a blank piece of paper. Please write your name on the top, Jewish studies, the date that you're doing the assignment, and the page number. So I'll know what is it that you're referring to. So please write the title, Arab Culture, page 26. Okay? Arab Culture, page 26, and start a conversation here. It should only be a few sentences. Let's say 3 or 4 sentences between two people. I know they gave you 3 spots. Don't use three. Just do a conversation, and that's it. Using those words, and you can integrate those words into the English language, like the examples that you have at the top of the page. Ahlan, are you mabsut? Okay, mabsut means are you okay? Are you feeling happy with yourself? In a good way. It's a good sentence. Okay, so that's the first assignment. Okay, doing the conversation on a paper, on a notebook paper, and make sure to have your name on it with the page number and the Arab culture as the title. Moving on to the next page. Now, if you look at the bottom between the 2 pages, you have food. And that brings me to the next thing. This entire next page is talking about, well, both food and music. You're going to read about Nasrin Kadri on page 27. Why my Englishize her name? It's Nasrin Kadri. That's her name, Nasrin Kadri. And beautiful, beautiful, amazing singer. I love her voice. She can do spectacular thing. Anyway, before you're going to read on page 27 and Nasrin Kadri and music all together, okay, what I want you to do, I want you to go online, go to Google, and find me a um, Israeli and Arab dish. Okay, some kind of food that is very popular in Israel, but it's originated in one of the Arab countries. Okay, so it could be falafel that you guys are having every at Independence Day, right? That's Israeli, but its origin it's in one of the Arab countries. You got in the picture here. You got knafe. Okay, that's how we pronounce it, knafe, which is delicious, delicious thing. And since I turned vegan, I can't eat the original thing, so I have to settle for a substitute. But this is really, really good thing. Knafe, something that I like very much, sweet. And of course, you know all about the hummus. I mean, I'm not talking about chickpeas. I'm talking about the dip. I don't know how you guys call it. Anyway, find online Israeli dish. And what I want you to do on the same page, you start writing about the Arab culture in Israel. I want you to write to me a recipe. So let's say I want to make at home. I want to make homemade homemade hummus, okay? Or make knafe at home, or make anything you want. You can. It could be the simplest recipe. I don't care. I want you to write me the ingredients and what is it, how I'm making it, okay? Again, it doesn't have to be a long story. Give it to me. As the ingredients are super important. You have to write the ingredients correctly, and then the instructions on how to make it. Make sure it's visible. If it's going into the oven, what heat, what mixture I need to put, and so on and so on. So first assignment, the conversation. Second assignment, recipe of Israeli originated or in Arab or countries kind of food. Okay. And then please go ahead and read on page 27 about music. On the bottom, the second part of page 27, you have a bunch of questions. I'm going to read it for you because there are some things that you don't need to do and some things I want you to do. So make some music in a small group, choose songs that you like a lot. Now you have a link in here. Go into that link. You don't have to tap, you don't have to come up with movement, forget about it. But I do want you to go to that link in the book, bhlink.me/Israeli2, Israel 2. Okay? Now I want you to listen to some songs, just two songs. You don't. It doesn't have to be the same, the whole thing. Just two songs that you're gonna listen to, and later on, after you've written the recipe on the page, what I want you to write at the continuous of the page or on the next page, the next other side, I want you to answer the three questions that you have here. So we're talking about the page with the bazooka, the device. My camera is not so good. I apologize. But I want you to answer those three questions on page 27. Answer that in your page, okay? After you're done with that, move on to page 28. We're coming near the end, okay? And this one's talking about Western culture, and I think they did pretty good job explaining what is a Western culture. What does that mean, Western culture? So please read about it. We're talking about the sport world or media. You have Omri Caspi, which played for well, very among a few teams in Israel, and I'm sorry, in the NBA, not in Israel, but he's also in the Israeli team. And what I want you to do, the assignment on this on those two pages, after you read about sports, about culture altogether, stuff that Israelis like to do, I want you to design a T-shirt. Follow the instructions here, okay? And you can design your T-shirt here. At the end of the year, you guys are going to give me those books back, and I'm going to see what you've done, all the assignments that you had to write in the book. So I want you to design the book here. I can add on top of that, they give you a bunch of examples, okay, stuff that you like, stuff that you don't like. I know that a very strong a scene in Israel is all the anime, and I know a few of you like it a lot. So the anime is also something that you can consider inside of the part of the Western culture. Maybe it's a smaller, not as much as Harry Potter or Star Wars or something like that, but it is a thing. So you need to look at those picture here. You have Red Sox, okay? You have Toronto Blue Jays. I know it's in Hebrew, so that's why I'm translating. This one says Toronto Blue Jays. This one says Red Sox in Hebrew. Underneath the word Yerushalayim, you have a scarf that says Yerushalayim. You have a Batman, a Superman shirt, okay? And the rest of it, I think it's Israeli's team, which you won't necessarily know. Okay, so design your own shirt, do that assignment. That is it for today. That's all you need to know. Next time, on next Tuesday, that you guys, I'm going to see you guys. We'll finish chapter 2. So we'll talk about the collision or the complete of the ancient world that Israel has a lot of it, and the modern world that comes by combined together inside life of Israel. And we'll talk about Israel in modern times and also about diverse or the divided. We'll talk about it some more later on. And you have some assignments to do in the book. So the end of chapter 2, that's going to be on Tuesday. Don't start doing it because there are some assignments that I don't want you to do. Okay, so I don't want you to waste your time. There are specific things that I would like you to do. And then the next chapter, chapter 3, I think is going to be super interesting for you. It's religious, and that's talking about some very sensitive topic in Israel. We'll get to that once we cross the bridge, okay? So we got time until we'll start chapter 3. That's only going to be next week, next Thursday. Um, that's it, my friend. Keep those pages. You're going to need to bring it with you in the next drop off, okay? And I hope you're well. I hope you're fine. See you next time. Bye bye.